Hey guys, welcome back to this channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today we're going to be doing some swatches on the Revolution Soph Super Spice Shadow Palette. I think previous one was Extra Spice, wasn't it? This one is Super Spice, and she has put some of the eyeshadows from the old palette in this one. She ran a poll and she asked people what their favourite eyeshadows were from it, and basically put them in this palette. Now, I said in the previous video where I hauled it I wasn't going to get it, which I wasn't. Just on first impressions with the packaging, I do actually prefer the plastic packaging, but I guess Revolution with this palette are kind of going away. Colourpop are going with their palettes, moving away from plastic and going onto cardboard for the environment, which you can't really blame them, and also it must be cheaper to make as well. So yeah, we're going to do some swatches on this and then pull it out probably at a later date. Not too sure when, just because I've got so many palettes in the collection now. I've had a lot of palettes come in this past month, so yeah, I just need to stop buying, put in a Colourpop order once they get here, stop buying, and just focus on the palettes that I have in my collection. But anyway, we're going to go over to the vanity now and do some swatches. Right, okay, so it comes in the box. The box mirrors the inner carton, which I'll show you in a minute. So it's the Revolution Soph Shadow Super Spice Shadow Palette. So the net weight is 18 times 0.03 ounces, and you're getting 0.9 you're getting 0.9 grams. I don't know why I said it funny then. Right, so I opened it before and it was fine. I'm still a little bit miffed off with the avocado palette, but they are going to be sending a new one out, and I've managed to repress the shadow that broke. So I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to give the new one when it comes to one of you guys. And I've got another palette which is just, in my mind, if I won that palette, if I didn't have it in my collection already, I would just be over the moon, because it's a high-end palette. So Revolution Soph. Let's get back to the eyeshadow palette in hand. So this is what it looks like. Soph said that she put this white in to go with the pastels, so you could make the these shades more pastel-like. So she said she wanted to do that. I'm just looking at the shade here though, Dreamy. It looks a lot like the one from the Anastasia Beverly Hills OA. Now, to me, that looks exactly like it. Can you see the one I mean? Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. But anyway, let's go in with these swatches. I don't think the white will show up. So, to be fair, that's it on the hand. They feel quite smooth. It's just not going to show up. I'll swatch it a couple of times. So, that's it there. And then we're going to go in with Mirror Ball. Then we're going to go in with Mirror Ball. That's very smooth. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah, that's really nice and metallic. Already, swatching that, I'm already glad that I got this palette. I got this for £7.10. It retails for £12, guys. The reason I got it was because it was £7.10. Normally her palettes retail for £10, so they are making more money off of this one. So this one, Cookie Dough, is in a Extra Spice palette. I was going to say her Ultra Eyeshadow palette, but that was the first one. So yeah, she put Cookie Dough in, which is a nice transition shade. So that's that one there. The next one, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It sounds French. Frere. I'll leave it and you can tell me how to pronounce it if you know. But this is a really nice turquoise blue. It doesn't look like you're getting that much shimmers, which is disappointing. I think that's why I wasn't going to buy it, but look at that blue. Right, it's not looking overly pigmented though, but with setting spray it might look a little bit better. So that's that one there. And then we've got Blue Lagoon, which is this shade here. That shade there is Blue Lagoon. Oh, that's super smooth. Bit patchy, but it blends out well. So that's that one there. Then we've got Lockdown. The irony. So it's like a lavender. This one isn't showing up too well. Can you see it's not really showing up that well? It might do on a white base. It's hard to get pastels to show up really well though, isn't it? Right, so that's it there. That's 4 swatches, guys. I don't think we're going to get it any more pigmented than that. She's put, let me just get rid of the plastic. So she's put a really nice bronze in, which I am appreciative for. So she's put that in, and it's got my favourite saying. I don't know if you've heard me say it, but I'm always saying, not gonna lie. Or, to be honest, that's another saying. If I had merchandise, I would probably have one of those sayings, not gonna lie, or to be honest. Then we've got Sunshine, this really nice bright yellow here. Really pretty. I hope that's pigmented. Oh, it feels it. Can you see it's got a little bit of chunkiness there, but yeah, you can see it on my hand as well, just here. So let's see if this blends out. So I'd say it's more, I wouldn't say it's like a genuine yellow. I would say it's a yellow with orange, with an orange undertone. Then we've got a really bright orange coming up called Cocktail. Now if this is a good orange, I will be so happy. It's like a neon orange. I'm sure I've got something like that in one of the Huda Beauty palettes. So that one's called Cocktail. Yes! Soph, you did good, girl. Look at that. That's summer. And then there's a few shades on the bottom row, but we're not there yet. Right, so this one I'm really looking forward to swatching, and I hope this one doesn't let me down, because it reminds me so much of OA, and I really like that kind of shade. Right, the sparkles have gone, so that was obviously just like a top coat, but it's a gorgeous duochrome. Absolutely pretty. Gonna do 3 swatches of it. These shadows, these shimmers are just super soft. Look at that. So that's called Dreamy, and it is so dreamy. I understand why she called it Dreamy now. But yeah, I absolutely love that. That'll probably be one of the first shades I use. I just need to try and wipe this. I hate cardboard packaging. Right, and the next one is called My Man. That must be for a boyfriend. Oh, and she's put a forest green in. That is from, I'm almost sure that's from her other palette. We'll check in a minute. So My Man is up next. Which is really chunky, guys. It blends out, but it is chunky. I can show you in the palette. This palette is going to get filthy. That's my only concern with it. I really like my makeup to stay as clean as possible, but can you see how it's all chunky there? How there's a lot of fallout. And then we've got Festive, which is this one here. So we'll swatch that, and then we'll move over to the bottom row. I'm almost sure she's done a shade like this. Maybe not in her last palette, not in the Extra Spice, but maybe in the original Ultra eyeshadow palette she did. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So that's that one. And then the last row are all mattes. So in my mind, she has put more mattes in than anything else. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mattes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers. Is that right? Is it an 18 shadow eyeshadow palette? Yeah. So there's only 5 shimmers. I mean, I love the palette, I love the colour story, but I don't like the fact that there's double the amount of mattes. I don't like that. So Extra Spice, and I'm sure that's in her palette as well, this shade here. It will be, won't it, with it saying Extra Spice. We're going to check them out in a second anyway. I'm going to bring both of her older palettes out, and I don't think I used this. If this Extra Spice shade is in the older palette that she's got out, then I've never used it because it's red, and I don't use red eyeshadows. Right, and the next one is Lover. I'm really liking that. If that's going to be as bright on the eyes as it is in the pan, then she's done good. Ooh, it's like a neon pink. Right, so it's going on patchy, but I think it's my arm. As we're working our way up my arm here, it's getting drier and drier and drier, and I have got a few hairs on my arm as well. Right, so with this palette, I don't know if you can see it, but here is a lot of fallout. But it does blend out well, and that would make a great rainbow eye with the blue and the yellow and the neon orange. I think I'm going to do a rainbow eye with this palette, you know, just all matte. Right, the next one is Cereal. So this brown here, that would make a good lash line or outer V shade. So that's that one, and that's done exactly the same. I'll bring the palette forward again. So you've got your fallout there as well. Then the next one is Papa. And I hope this one is pigmented as well. It's pigmented and you'll be able to blend it out. Revolution do get their eyeshadows right. I mean, when they bring out a good palette, it is genuinely good. So that's that. I just hope they translate as well on the actual eyes. And then the last two mattes are Brownies, which I know for a fact is from her older palette. I think it's from the Extra Spice, and I think Night Owl might be as well. So Brownies is this brown one. And then let me just wipe my finger again. And we've got Night Owl. Gosh, that is a true black, guys. It's quite patchy. I mean, if I'm being honest, they both are, the brown and the black. Let's go over. Right. Again, it could be my arm, but we'll see when we actually use the palette. I definitely want to do something like either 3 days or 5 days with that palette, but I'm not going to get to that for a while just because there are other palettes in my collection, and this is why I wanted to do the swatches. So that's all the swatches there. I'm going to just drag the other two palettes out and we will see what she's duplicated. Right, so here they are. So we've got the Ultra eyeshadow palette. This one was the first one that she brought out, and then we've got the Revolution Extra Spice. That was what she brought out last time. I want to say this is at least 2 years old, maybe even a little bit older. So she was due to bring out another one. So let's see. No, not in here. That red one, that extra spice one, isn't in there, so I was wrong about that. Cookie dough, yeah, cookie dough is there. So cookie dough's there. Brownies is there as well. And what else did I think? I thought extra spice was in there. I thought night owl. No, her black in here is called Reputation. That green is called Aurora. So she didn't put it in this palette, and I don't think there's any other shades in this palette that I thought were dupes. So basically all she's put in is cookie dough and brownies. The rest are completely new shades. So that's the older palette. Let me just see and make sure that green, oh, it doesn't look the same anyway. It's this shade here I thought could be a dupe for festive, but it doesn't look the same. And I don't have my plastic, so I mean that white looks like it could be a dupe to the white that's in her newer palette, but I mean I can't say that because I don't have the plastic and it wouldn't be called the same shade anyway. But yeah, they're all really good palettes. I like both of these palettes, and like I said, I wasn't going to get that one just purely because I'm kind of coming away from Revolution eyeshadows. At the minute I'm focusing more on Colourpop. It went down to £7.10 on ASOS. And then I thought, no, I can't leave it on the actual site for that price. I mean, only a few pounds less than full price. But I mean, if you're going to get something for 30% off, you're going to take it, aren't you? And I wanted to try it for you guys. But yeah, favourite shades at the moment from this palette are definitely Dreamy. And then Surprise Surprise. And favourite shades of this palette at the moment are definitely Dreamy on First Impressions, Festive, Surprise Surprise, it's a gorgeous green, and I really do like these mattes. So I like Sunshine, Lover, Papa, My Man, but it's whether they're gonna translate nice on the eye and not be patchy. And I do like these golds here, Mirror Ball and Not Gonna Lie. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using it. It'd be nice to have a different palette of hers to play with. I mean, I haven't used those palettes that I've got in my collection that much. What I don't like about it is it's cardboard. I would have much preferred even this kind of packaging rather than the mirror type. You know, I think they've come away from this kind of packaging revolution. The influencers that work with Revolution now don't have packaging like this. They create their own. So I understand why it's being done. I just don't like cardboard packaging. Even though it's better for the environment, it's just not better for me because I am messy when I use makeup. But yeah, guys, we will be using that soon. I mean, I should take a vote, really. I should put on Instagram which palettes do you want to see, and use the ones that you want to see. I might do that, yeah. But yeah, these are all the swatches of the Revolution Soph Super Spice Shadow Palette. Really nice. Even these mattes here went on chalky, or powdery should I say, but they blended out really nicely. Loving this shade here, Dreamy. It just looks beautiful. It's not a dupe for the Anastasia one. At first I thought it might be. It's kind of that similar shade with the glitters in it. So yeah, guys, cannot wait to use it. This concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on a giveaway which will go up on the channel in the next month or two, and I would love for you to be a part of it. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.